Ready to dive into the vast world of K-dramas beyond Squid Game? Audiences are discovering the greatness of Korean dramas, or K-dramas, thanks to Netflix's seemingly endless list of binge-worthy shows. There's a K-drama for your TV taste, from action to romance to mystery, melodrama, and even more dystopia. Keep watching as we're sharing the 10 best. Korean content is riding a wave of popularity, from zombie flick Train to Busan and Bong Joon-ho's Oscar-winning satire Parasite to the dystopian drama that took over the world, Squid Game. K-dramas have found a new home on Netflix, and luckily for anyone who wants to check out more Korean television dramas, the streaming site has one of the largest libraries of the best Korean dramas and films. In no particular order, here are the best 10. Of course, we just have to start with Squid Game. It's a Korean thriller that's become a worldwide sensation and started the rise of the Korean drama addiction. If the prospect of playing red light, green light now fills you with terror rather than fond childhood memories, you know what we're talking about. Squid Game has become Netflix's biggest ever series launch, streamed by 111 million users in its first 28 days. And for those who somehow missed it, the show tells the story of debt-ridden people competing for a huge cash prize by playing a deadly series of childish games. Korean dramas have most certainly been given the green light by audiences worldwide. If, like us, you're a new convert, here are 9 other K-dramas to check out. K-dramas love to include mind-blowing and memorable dance scenes set to the sound of popular K-pop songs that audiences simply can't get enough of. This is definitely true of Navalera. Based on a webtoon, Navalera tells the story of Dak Chul, 70, who pursues his dream of doing ballet. Fans were filled with glee by the end of the drama, as Dak Chul fulfilled his wish, which is to finally perform on stage. Viewers were moved to tears by the beauty, grace, and emotion behind Chae Rock and Dak Chul's performance of the famous Swan Lake dance recital. The show tackles gender norms, age, social status, and family expectations with an excellent narrative. Fans hope for a second season, but the first season feels like a complete story. The next drama on the list also defies convention. One Spring Night follows Yoo Ji-ho as he develops feelings for librarian Lee Jong-in, despite Jong-in being in a committed relationship with someone else. Ji-ho's status as a single parent is a major focus of the series. Since single parenthood is still considered taboo in South Korean culture, the main characters also grapple with the complexities of love and how it can transform them. Several domestic issues are addressed in the series, including arranged marriages. So although it follows the typical romantic drama theme, One Spring Night is anything but a played-out story. If you like a bit of shock value or enjoy a good twist, you'll love the next show. 39 is a refreshing look at the coming-of-age story. In a nutshell, the story is about the friendship between 3 women and the meaning it holds for them in the moment. Son Ye-jin leads the viewer through a tale of love and friendship that builds to an emotional climax. To avoid any spoilers, we'll leave it at that. Netflix consistently puts out great South Korean content, but the latest of its original dramas, DP, might just be one of the most popular releases since Love Alarm and Kingdom. If you like shows with multiple seasons, this one is for you. In South Korea, all able-bodied men who are 18 or older must serve the military for a certain amount of time. But what happens if they don't want to be there? In the drama DP, which stands for Deserter Pursuit, a group of military police try to locate those who have deserted their posts. The series also deals with issues of military service, including bullying, hazing, and the tendency to dehumanize those deemed lesser. For fans of historical dramas, Mr. Sunshine is one of the best. The show is set in the early 1900s and follows the story of a man who returns to Joseon as a captain in the U.S. Marine Corps. He becomes entangled in the political complications of the country while falling in love with a noblewoman who is driven by her own purpose. The show further infuses historical details into its storyline and delivers a sharply written tale. The series has received praise for its storytelling and strong female characters, as well as criticism for how it portrays certain events in a way that may be pro or anti-Japanese. Up next is not your typical K-drama. yet it offers a fresh and generation-relevant, sincere view of the world. The show successfully contrasts the subject of mental illness against the backdrop of fantasy fairy tales, romantic comedies, and murder mysteries. It really is its own genre. It's Okay Not to Be Okay has received mostly positive feedback due to the wonderful acting of its cast and the show's focus on mental health. The series is famed for being able to show how mental health can derail someone's life while still being sensitive to the issue. The next series was one of the biggest K-dramas released on Netflix in 2021, only second to the worldwide phenomenon Squid Game. The show is critically acclaimed, carrying a 97% Rotten Tomatoes rating and scooping up numerous awards. Pretty impressive feats. Of course, we're talking about Hellbound, the South Korean Netflix original horror series, written and directed by Yeo Sang-ho, that's based on the hit webtoon Hell. A quick overview: an angel appears and prophesied people's deaths, at which time 3 supernatural creatures appear to condemn them to hell. Fans will be pleased to hear Netflix announced the renewal of Hellbound for a second season at its Tudum Showcase in Korea. Next up is the perfect choice for those looking for a K-drama with a spooky theme. All of Us Are Dead follows a group of high school students as they struggle to survive a zombie apocalypse. Yes, there are plenty of go-to settings for zombie apocalypses, but Netflix's new 12-part K-drama, All of Us Are Dead, takes place in a high school, and the result is a surprisingly fresh take on the subgenre. It yields ripe results from the predictable gore and carnage to a surprising amount of emotional heft and thematic punch. Mixed with all the horror, it shows the importance of sacrifice and quick thinking to be able to survive the impossible. Netflix's first Korean original, Kingdom, was hotly anticipated before its January 2019 release, and Netflix seemed to have a lot of faith in the action drama, renewing it for a second season before the first season even aired. Kingdom takes place during the Joseon dynasty and follows Crown Prince Li Shang as he sets out to avenge his father, the king of Joseon, and find the source of a mysterious illness spreading throughout his kingdom. Following in the footsteps of the Korean hit zombie film Train to Busan, Kingdom is just as brutal and dark, with intense fighting sequences as the characters constantly face off against zombie hordes. Kingdom's unique twist on the zombie story is like a political drama wrapped in an action horror story. The use of an older time period gives fans something new to enjoy in the genre. After season 2, fans of the show are still enthralled with the story and eager for more, hoping to see a third season of the drama premiere in the near future. 2023 is shaping up to be one of Netflix's busiest years for K-dramas to date. Here are some of the new K-dramas you can binge on in the coming year. A Time Called You is a mystery thriller. It's been a year since Han Joon-hee's boyfriend, Ko Yeon-jun, died, but she still hasn't gotten over his death. She somehow travels back in time to the year 1998 and finds herself as a high school student, Kwon Min-ju. There she meets high school student Nam Si-hoon. She is surprised to see how much Nam Si-hoon resembles her late boyfriend, Ko Yeon-jun, then with something different. We're going forward in time in Black Knight. We arrive in 2071, and only 1% of the world's population survives after toxic air pollution ravages the planet. For those who remain, society is a rigid social hierarchy where people rarely leave their homes and must wear gas masks to protect themselves. In this bleak world, citizens rely upon the Knights, a group of specialized delivery drivers who bring them supplies and protect them from thieves. Something very different will also be coming in 2023. Chicken Nugget, a comedy in which Chow Min-ah is accidentally transformed into a piece of fried chicken. Her father, Chow Sun-man, and the intern Go Bak-jung work together to try to turn her back into a human, but discover some incredibly dark secrets along the way. As they say, there's something for everyone on Netflix. Another K-drama to look forward to is a medical drama called Daily Dose of Sunshine, a drama sharing the many kinds of incidents that take place in a psychiatric ward. Based on the actual real-life experiences of a psychiatric nurse, the drama will revolve around the story of Jung Da-yoon. Hopefully you found something new to watch from our recommendations. Given how quickly the industry is growing, we can only imagine what the future holds for the world of K-dramas. Let us know in the comments which you're watching first. And thanks for watching.